everyone, this is Abhay Mahajan, and in this session we are going to discuss the thought process of attempting INMO problem 1 2024. It was a geometry problem, a very tricky one I would say, not an easy one definitely, and let us see. तो इस सेशन के अंदर ना सिर्फ हम इसका सोल्यूशन देखेंगे बट ऑल्सो द थॉट प्रोसेस. सो लाइन बाय लाइन विल रीड द क्वेश्चन and of course we'll try to have the implication of every thing that is given to us, and from that we'll derive the solution, right? So it is going to be an amazing problem solving session, and particularly for the ones who are attempting, who are eyeing the next cycle 2024 2025 cycle attempt करने वाले हैं, तो उनको यहाँ से आइडिया लगेगा कि किस तरीके से सोचना होता है, right? So let us have a look at the problem. So problem 1 2024, it's a geometry one. In triangle ABC, CA is equal to CB. So meanwhile, I'll also draw the rough diagram. So again, I have a good diagram in the subsequent slides. But just to get the context of the problem, so there's a isosceles triangle CA is equal to CB. So again, I'll draw a random diagram CAB. So these two sides are equal. Done. Point A lies on the circumcircle of triangle ABC. So there is a circumcircle, a circle which passes through all the vertices. Point E lies on this circumcircle such that angle ECB is 90 degrees. So ECB 90 degrees का मतलब क्या है? How do we draw? So ECB, so EC is perpendicular to CB. So यहाँ से एक perpendicular line imagine करो. So from C, imagine a perpendicular line. So again, if we draw a perpendicular line, so this angle is 90 degrees. Done. So again, there are certain implications जो हम धीरे-धीरे आगे जाके पढ़ेंगे, but just to get the context of the problem, we are just drawing a rough diagram here. The line through E. So there is a line which passes through E and parallel to CB. So there is a line passing through E and parallel to CB, right? So this kind of line. Let me draw this line again. So there is a line which passes through E and parallel to CB, right? So these two are parallel. Done. Intersects CA at F, and AB at G, this point at G. Okay. Prove that the center of the circumcircle of triangle EGB. EGB का अगर हम circumcircle देखें, so EGB is this triangle. So, of course, there is going to be a circle which passes through these 3 points EGB, उसका center, so basically circumcenter of triangle EGB lies on the circumcircle of triangle ECF. So, ECF का जो circumcircle है, this is going to be like this. ECF का circumcircle is going to be something like this. So, basically, the circumcenter of EGB lies on this. Now, again, to understand this question, and we should definitely know the meanings of these things. Circumcircle क्या होता है, circumcenter क्या होता है, and again circumcenter बनता कैसे है. To give you a certain context, ये बहुत clear होना चाहिए that if there is a triangle ABC, so how do we form circumcenter? So the construction of circumcenter is you draw perpendicular bisectors of the sides. तो यहाँ से इसका perpendicular bisector draw करो, इसका perpendicular bisector draw करो, इसका perpendicular bisector draw करो. They meet at a common point. This point is called the circumcenter. The property is this point is equidistant from all the three sides. इसका distance A से B से C से exactly same होता है, right? So this is how we draw circumcenter. Right. So if we talk about triangle EGB, तो इसका circumcenter कहीं यहाँ होगा. इसका perpendicular bisector, the perpendicular bisector तो and यहाँ से perpendicular bisector. So again, basically, if P is the circumcenter of triangle EGB, we need to prove that EFPC are cyclic points. So pardon my drawing here because I will be drawing a good diagram in the subsequent slides. But again, this is what the question says. Now again, it is very important to understand the properties of the circumcenter of the triangle, and for acute angle triangle for that matter, the circumcenter lies inside. But again, if we talk about EGB, we can clearly see कि इसका circumcenter थोड़ा सा अगर इसी तरीके का है, EGB is obtuse, circumcenter बाहर बन रहा है, and we should be able to see this. For example, if there is a triangle, obtuse triangle, So how does the circumcenter of this triangle gets formed? So यहाँ से perpendicular bisector draw करेंगे, यहाँ से perpendicular bisector draw करेंगे, यहाँ से perpendicular bisector. So clearly they're meeting outside the triangle. And if we have a right triangle, right? So we have a right triangle. इसका circumcenter अगर हम देखें, if we talk about the circumcenter, so again perpendicular bisector, perpendicular bisector, perpendicular bisector. So circumcenter of these triangle basically lies on the midpoint of the hypotenuse. Again, we should be very aware of this. So perpendicular bisector, the circumcenter of a right angle triangle is the midpoint of the hypotenuse, right? So that is very obvious. And so this is the point P, A, B, C. Again, PA is equal to PB is equal to PC. This point, the midpoint of the hypotenuse, is equidistant from all the three vertices, right? So this is the generic idea of the circumcenter if you didn't know about it. Now, so we need to prove, in other words, that E, F, P, C are cyclic points, right? So cyclic points कैसे prove कर सकते हैं? One is the opposite angles का sum 180 degree supplementary है, या फिर angles in the same segment, या फिर angle at the center, something. Angle at the center is double the angle at any other point. So again, उसके लिए center चाहिए होगा. But again, angles in the same segment or opposite sides 180 degrees are the most common ways to prove the points to be cyclic in nature. Alright, so now we've got the hang of the question. Question समझ में आ चुका है हमें. अब हम कोशिश करते हैं एक एक लाइन दोबारा से पढ़ के एंड किस तरीके से सोचना होता है. What should be the ideal thought process? क्या क्या चीजें सोचनी होती है, क्या क्या चीजें नोट करनी होती है, उससे किस तरीके से हम डिराइव करते हैं इस क्वेश्चन को. Let us see this. Now guys, this is the diagram triangle ABC. CA is equal to CB. So we have a point C, we have a point A, we have a point B. CA is equal to CB, so that means these two angles are equal, right? So this is the only thing that you can derive. And of course, we have drawn the circumcircle of triangle CAB. So this is a circle which passes through all the 3 points. Now point E lies on the circumcircle of triangle ABC such that angle ECB is 90 degrees. So again, we know that it is clear that EC is perpendicular to BC. EC is perpendicular to BC. Okay, so there is a line which passes through C and is perpendicular to BC. So ये वाला point E होगा. This point is going to be E such that angle ECB 90 degrees. I have already marked this. Right, so this is a triangle and this is the point E. So let me mark. So this is A, this is B, this is C again, this is E. So clearly this angle is 90 degrees. Done. Also, this angle, let's say it's theta, this angle is also going to be theta. ठीक है. अब यहाँ पे what are the implications? इस point पे what are the implications? अभी मैंने सिर्फ यहाँ तक, I've read the question till here. यहाँ तक क्या क्या implications है, तो I should probably write all the implications at one point on the rough if I'm solving this kind of question, right? अब यहाँ पे क्या क्या implication दिखाई दे रही है? So clearly angle EAC is 90 degrees which is given, right? So ECB कर देते हैं, इसको B कर देते हैं, इसको, right? So this is B, this is C. ये हमने किया था पहले भी, yeah. One second. Okay, this is C, this is A. CA is equal to CB. ठीक है, so ECB. So clearly angle ECB is 90 degrees. So what are the implications at this point of time? At this point of time, I can clearly see that EB is the diameter. So what are the things? One is EB is the diameter. Because angle in a semicircle is 90 degrees. So again, if I have to use, I can always use. Clearly ECBA are cyclic. ECBA are cyclic points. ECBA are cyclic points. So अगर मुझे angle in the same segment use करना, I can always use. So अगर theta है, this would also be theta. That is angle CEB, CAB बराबर है. अगर ये alpha है, this angle is alpha, ABE, ACE is also alpha. अगर यूज करना है, यूज कर सकते हैं. So basically angle ABE is equal to angle ACE. Angle CEB is equal to angle CAB. Both are equal to theta, both are equal to alpha. Also, since EB is the diameter, so can I say EAB would also be 90 degrees. So again, if I have to join EA, अगर मुझे EA को join करना है, so this would also be 90 degrees. ये भी 90 degrees होगा. That is angle EAB is also 90 degrees because clearly EB is the diameter. Right, so these are all the implications. Again, इसको मैं use पता नहीं होगा नहीं होगा, इसको theta use होगा नहीं होगा, alpha use होगा नहीं होगा, I don't know. But again, these are clearly the implications. So again, whenever you read these questions, good level questions, read them line by line and write all the implications possible. Some of them may get used, some of them might not get used. But again, it should be very clear to you that what are all the implications of this. Right, so again, of course, और भी बहुत सारी होगी. अगर जैसे मैंने EA को join कर दिया तो this angle would be equal to this angle. This angle would be equal to this angle. Right, so again, these all things are there in my head, but again, these are the major implications which are there. Alright, so, ठीक है, so again, I have already joined this. If I have to use, I know that this angle is 90, this angle would also be 90. So clearly, let me mark the points again. C, this is B, this is A, this is E. ECB is 90 degrees. ECB is 90 degrees. Okay, and of course, this is 90 because ECBA is also cyclic, so this is 90, this is 90. Otherwise, B clearly diameter है. ठीक है, B clearly diameter है. So this angle, again writing, अगर use करना है, this angle is equal to theta. This angle is also equal to theta because these two lengths are equal. Alright, so now what is happening? From E we draw a line. Okay, so again I'm writing the points again. This is C, this is A, this is B, this is E. This angle is 90 degrees. This angle is 90 degrees. And EB clearly diameter है. EB clearly diameter. Now what is happening? From E we are drawing a line parallel to CB, right? So this is what we are doing. This line is going to be parallel to this line. Now clearly this angle was theta, this angle was theta. We are drawing a line from E parallel to CB and it intersects AC at some point. It intersects AC at F. So this point is going to be F and this point is going to be G, AB in G. So this is what is happening. Now, apart from all the implications that we have written, this is the new development जो अभी हुई है. This is the new development that EG is going to be parallel to BC. ये दोनों lines parallel हैं. अगर ये दोनों lines parallel हैं, what are the new implications? So apart from all the implications that we have already done, said, written, the new implication which since this line is parallel to this line. So one implication would be angle ECG. Angle ECG is 90 degrees. Angle ECG, because parallel lines, right? So this angle would be 90 degrees. The other is, this is theta, so this is also theta. Angle EGA is going to be theta, is EBA. So these are the two implications, two more implications which I can see as of now. There may be more, but again ये तो clearly दिखाई दे रही है मुझे, ठीक है? So EG इसके parallel है, so this is theta because parallel lines, and this is 90, this is also 90 degrees, done. Right, so this is the implication. Can we also say that this is a parallelogram? No, I don't think, because ये इसके parallel तो नहीं है, this is the only thing parallel. ठीक है, so this is the implication that we have. Done है. Now what do we need to prove? Now ये यहाँ पर सारी की सारी जो चीजें दी हुई थी खत्म हो गई हैं. अब मुझे प्रूव करना है. प्रूफ क्या करना है? सेंटर ऑफ द सर्कमसर्कल ऑफ ट्रायंगल EGB. So EGB is going to be one triangle which is already marked. EGB is one triangle which is already marked. इसका सर्कम सेंटर, सो इसका सर्कम सेंटर बनेगा कहां पर अप्रोक्सीमेटली देख लेते हैं. और क्या होता है सर्कम सेंटर? सर्कम सेंटर इज नथिंग बट द पॉइंट ऑफ इंटरसेक्शन ऑफ द परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर्स. तो जीबी का अगर मैं परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर देखूं तो कुछ ऐसा दिखाई दे रहा है इस डायग्राम के हिसाब से. EB का सर्कम सेंटर इज गोइंग टू बी, क्योंकि दिस सीम्स टू बी एन ऑब्ट्यूज ट्रायंगल, राइट. एंड सिमिलरली यहां से तो इसका सर्कम सेंटर कहीं यहां पर होगा, ठीक है, एज पर दिस डायग्राम. सो लेट्स कॉल दिस P. Let's call this P. The circumcenter of EGB, which is P, center of the circumcircle of EGB lies on the circumcircle of ECF. So basically, ECF का जो circumcircle होगा, circle which passes through these 3 points. A circle which passes through these 3 points. So I need to prove that P lies on the same circle. In other words, I need to prove that ECPF are cyclic points. Are cyclic points. So using all the implications that I have gathered by reading each and every point here, I am going to prove that these 4 points are going to be cyclic in nature. I hope this is clear. So this is the question. Now cyclicity कैसे आ सकती है? Cyclic nature, opposite angles some 90 degrees. So again, if I join F, maybe this. So if I'm able to prove that sum of opposite angles, maybe this plus this is 180 or this plus this is 180 degrees, so this is one way of proving. The other is if I'm able to prove angles in the same segment. Angles in the same segment मतलब EP को join करो. So this angle may be equal to this angle or this angle may be equal to this angle. अगर मैं इस तरीके से कुछ अगर prove कर सकता हूँ, then maybe I'm able to prove. So let's see. Let me make a good diagram. So again, let me read the points again. So this is C, this is A, this is B, this would be E. ये वाला point meets CA in F, so this would be F. This would be G. Okay. Alright, so P would be somewhere here. GB का perpendicular bisector, so P would be somewhere here. P would be somewhere. So let P be the circumcenter. Let P be the circumcenter. Let P be the circumcenter of triangle EGB. P be the circumcenter of triangle EGB. To prove EF, PC are cyclic. To prove EF, PC are cyclic. So let us join. If possible, we can join also. So this is P, this is. तो मुझे ये cyclic points prove करने हैं. E, F, P, C are cyclic. They lie on the same point. ठीक है. So this is what I need to prove. Now again, as I said, what are the two things? The two major things which are used to prove the points are cyclic are, one is the opposite angles are supplementary, the other is the angles in the same segment. So can I relate to any of the implications which I have done? तो ये मुझे सोचना है कि क्या अभी तक मैंने जो implications की थी of all the things which are given to us, right? So this was one implication, this was another implication. So again यहाँ पर मुझे दिखाई दे रहा है यार ये वाला अल्फा के बराबर था, and यही चीज यहाँ पे भी यूज हो रही है थोड़ी देखो, ठीक है. So I know that this angle ECA is equal to ECB. ये अल्फा और ये अल्फा बराबर है, ठीक है. So these two are equal. This is one thing which I know. What about others? सारी implications यहाँ पे लिख देते हैं एक बार. The other implications that we had done before was this angle was theta. This was 90. This is not an implication. This was something which is given. This is also 90. So this is 90. This is also 90. Okay. And EB is diameter. EB is diameter. This is theta. This angle is also theta. ये angle theta है. So clearly this angle is also theta. Now I can see that F FAG, if I take triangle FAG, I can see two thetas here. So clearly FA is equal to FG. Okay, so this is another implied thing which we get, because ये थीटा है, ये थीटा है, ये थीटा है, तो clearly FA और FG बराबर है. So this length is equal to this length. Also guys, I can see that EAG is right triangle. If you talk about triangle EAG, it is a right triangle. EAG is a right triangle, and clearly FG is equal to FA. Can I say F is nothing but the circumcenter of triangle EAG? So basically EAG का circumcenter हमें पता है कि somewhere EG के ऊपर होगा. We know that the circumcenter of EAG, because it's a right angle triangle, is going to be the midpoint of EG, or it is going to be on the hypotenuse. It is a point somewhere on EG. मुझे ये भी पता है F जो है, F is nothing but the perpendicular bisector of, F lies on the perpendicular bisector of AG, because these two triangles, these two angles are equal. So अगर ये दोनों angles equal हैं, F lies on the perpendicular bisector of AG. And perpendicular bisector of AG यहां पर मीट कर रहा है, perpendicular bisector यहां पर मीट कर रहा है, ठीक है? So clearly F is nothing but the circumcenter, because FG is equal to FA. It is also equal to FE. So clearly F is the midpoint of EG. यहां से F के बारे में एक प्रॉपर्टी पता लग गई, because F is an important point here, because we need to prove that EFPC cyclic है. So F is nothing but the midpoint of EG. F is the midpoint of EG. ठीक है? Let me repeat this again. FAG is an isosceles triangle. That means F lies on the perpendicular bisector. So AG का जो perpendicular bisector होगा उसी के ऊपर F lie करेगा. F also lies on the hypotenuse. Basically any point on the perpendicular bisector of AG is going to be equidistant. F lies on the hypotenuse. So hypotenuse पे ऐसा point जिसका distance G से और A से same है, that is nothing but the circumcenter. And उसी point का distance E से भी same होगा. अभी किया हमने. So F is nothing but midpoint of EG. F is nothing but the midpoint of EG. This is an important development जो हमें मिली. Now this is the only thing that we need, because अगर ये पता लग गया तो now it is very trivial. अगर F midpoint है, F अगर midpoint है, so can I say EGB का जो circumcenter है, that lies on the perpendicular bisector of EG. That lies on the perpendicular bisector of EG. So that means one is clearly this is 90, this is 90. ठीक है? So अगर P circumcenter है वाकई में, तो clearly FP is going to be perpendicular this, because F is the midpoint of EG. F EG का midpoint है. Done है? Also guys, अगर मैं यहां से और यहां से इसको ज्वाइन करता हूं, since this is a center and this is alpha, so can I say this angle is going to be 2 alpha? That is angle EPG is going to be twice of angle EBG. EPG, angle at the center, is always double that angle at any other point of the circle, because we are assuming that there is a circle which is passing through EGB, उसका center P है. So EPG is going to be double of this, and clearly these two triangles are congruent, so this angle is going to be alpha. This angle is going to be alpha, which is equal to this. So we have proved that angle ECF is angle EPF. Angle ECF is equal to angle EPF, and we are done. And since angle ECF is equal to EPF, that means EF subtends same angle at C and P, and that means ECPF are concyclic points. And this is what we had to prove. I hope this is clear. So this was a very, very, very good question, because it had a lot of implications, number one. And number two, ये देखना इतना आसान नहीं था. EAG, because if of course अभी तुम्हें पता लग गया है, तो again you are able to see this clearly that F is clearly a midpoint of EG. But again इसको देखना इतना आसान नहीं था, तो इसका this was the only implication which was not easy to see. और बाकी सब implications were very very obvious and to prove बहुत सारे बच्चों को clear था कि यही prove करना. But again the fact that F is a midpoint of EG, this was not easy to see, and I hope this is clear to each and every one of you. Right, so this was problem 1 and I hope you enjoyed doing this. And बहुत सारे बच्चों का, हमारे बहुत सारे students का P1 correct हुआ है, and of course we are waiting for the final results also. But again I hope you enjoyed the solution, the entire implication, and also learned the thought process of doing these kind of questions. Again, whenever you're given the question, read every statement and try to see what are the implications it has. And once you write all the implications, again it is easy to locate the final answer. अगर अच्छा लगा like जरूर करना. Also guys, the analysis and cutoff session for INMO 2024 is going to be coming very soon. I'll be putting this very soon after talking to a lot of students, because we have a lot of students who are writing INMO 2024, who have written INMO 2024. Also guys, for the ones जो अगले साल का 2024 RMO का प्रिपरेशन करना चाहते हैं, दिस इज एन ऑसम बैच जो हमने स्टार्ट किया है. दिस इज वन ऑफ द काइंड बैच, ऐसा कहीं पर भी नहीं है. सो दिस इज अ प्योरली सब्जेक्टिव बैच. दिस इज लेवल 8 बैच. सो इट हैज ऑलरेडी स्टार्टेड, बट अगेन दिसंबर जनवरी में वी टुक थॉट बिल्डिंग लेक्चर्स. द करिकुलम इज गोइंग टू स्टार्ट इन अप्रैल ओनली. सो अप्रैल से जून तक RMO सेशंस होने वाले हैं, सब्जेक्टिव असाइनमेंट विद सब्जेक्टिव टेस्ट. जुलाई अगस्त में वी आर गोइंग टू do IOQM practice, because IOQM देना जरूरी होता है to clear RMO. अगस्त सितंबर में दोबारा से after IOQM we are going to resume RMO sessions, and अक्टूबर में RMO camp and INMO preparation. So this is the pure subjective kind of batch, and this is probably the only batch which aims at RMO subjective kind of preparation. But again, this is a restricted batch, not open for everyone. I've already told you this. So these are the highlights: 13 RMO pattern subjective tests which are going to be corrected, 4 dedicated IOQM pattern tests for IOQM practice, also additional 10 IOQM practice tests during IOQM camp. So ये batch 2 days a week चलता है, Tuesday and Thursday 9 to 10:30 PM. जैसे कि मैंने बोला 12 lectures, thought building lectures हो चुके हैं, वो of course that will be given to you as recordings. Additional classes in August 24, September 24, October 24 for IOQM and RMO camp होंगी. Apart from this, ये तो चलता रहेगा, इसमें के अलावा additional classes रहेंगी. And of course these are the highlights. So again, as I said, this is an restricted batch, not open for everyone. So again, I'm not going to give you the link of the batch to purchase, but this is open for all the students who have a score of 10 or more in IOQM 2023, number 1, or who were in any of these 4 batches with us last year. So IOQM Prime में हो थे, Delhi Dose में थे, Achievers में थे, या फिर last year RMO batch में थे. So again, उन बच्चों को entry है. And so again, this is the highlight: thought-provoking lectures, thought-building lectures in December, January, Feb, March. There is no lecture. So as of now, there is no lectures going on. अप्रैल में करिकुलम स्टार्ट होगा, RMO से के सब्जेक्टिव प्रैक्टिस एंड टेस्ट शुरू होंगे. जुलाई अगस्त में IOQM की प्रिपरेशन होगी. सितंबर अक्टूबर में दोबारा से RMO प्रिपरेशन रिज्यूम होगी, एंड इट इज ऑल्सो गोइंग टू इंक्लूड IOQM RMO कैंप. सो 80+ लाइव लेक्चर्स 2 days a week, 80 assignments, Telegram dot solving. Right, so this is the highlight. So internal students, we have already messaged you on your Telegram groups. For external students, the price is 13,500 rupees, and if your IOQM score is 20 or more, it is free. The batch is free. So fill the Google form if you are interested which is there in the description, and our team is going to get back. Take care. Hope you enjoyed. God bless you. Bye everyone.